Bow down before my psycho power.
The Tekken 8 reveal was yesterday and it was massive. I covered the trailer in a separate video, but there were so many things that was announced in interviews and all over the place, and in this video we're going to cover almost all of it. There's some story elements and also some other announcements and things that I want to get to in separate videos, so subscribe and stay tuned for that. Tekken 8 was trending number 7 with Kuma and Yoshimitsu, right under Gamescom, right above General Shao Kahn. Yesterday was a big event for Gamescom as a whole. Tekken 8 did announce the release date January 26, 2024. They also announced the pre-orders. There's 4 different versions. There's 3 of them that's the most talked about: the Standard, Deluxe, and Ultimate Edition. For PlayStation, there's some things that is exclusive to only that platform. The 4th one that's not listed is the Collector's Edition. This bad boy has everything included, but the price tag is like $260. After taxes, it's probably going to be $300 something. And this brings up an issue that some people have with not only Tekken, but just fighting games in general. A tweet from Fighting Game Daily: another $70 fighting game with bad regional prices and next to none in some regions. Called it. This is the new norm. So you can see here people are just kind of upset with the pricing of Tekken 8 and they feel like some things are too high. Harada did mention on Twitter that the Collector's Edition is limited. If you want it, you need to act fast and request it because it won't be there forever. We also have another interesting discovery. Around the time when the release date leaked for Tekken 8 on Xbox and also Steam both had an update. It was 320.43 megabytes. It was very small, but I think the implications of this is huge. I want to go in detail about this in a later video, but I think this has something to do with a beta. Now keep in mind, Harada did say that a beta is coming. And note, Harada does not consider the closed network test a beta. He said multiple times this is not a beta. I will go more into detail about when and where and how in a separate video. I want this video to be solely the facts. Tekken 8, they confirmed the leak, 32 characters, and that's it. 24 characters is currently announced and there's 8 left. We know Tokyo Game Show takes place in not so long. We're expecting a few characters to be revealed there. That event is probably going to be just as big. It's basically a Gamescom, but this time in Japan. So you know the reveal is going to be massive. Something that I want to note, and I don't think a lot of people are paying attention to right now, but all of the characters that was announced, they do need individual gameplay trailers. When and how those will be done, like I said, I'll talk about it in another video. Stay tuned. Moving on, we got some brand new screenshots of the Tekken 8 story. There was a lot of talk about the graphics not looking good and this and that, but let me tell you, I know YouTube is going to compress these images down, but what I'm looking at right now, this is some of the most detailed images of Tekken 8 I have seen ever. This stuff is highly detailed and I cannot wait to experience the story. We know so little about it, but it's so incredibly hyped. Tekken has never tackled the story the way that they're trying to in Tekken 8. And I really believe Tekken 8 is going to be legendary because of it. Here's another interesting thing that a lot of you guys will be excited to know. The Jukebox Mode for Tekken is coming to all platforms. For Tekken 7, it was exclusive to PlayStation. PC, they had mods. Xbox, they had nothing. But this time around, they're giving it to everyone. They realize how important music is to Tekken fans. People listen to it in their cars when they're working out. They listen to it all the time. And now they're giving us access to the Jukebox Mode to customize the music however we would like. Another thing that is major, we get our first look at the character customization menu option. They use Kazuya Mishima as the model that they want to demonstrate. You can see so many different types of t-shirts, so many different designs on these t-shirts. On the left side, you can see it says head, full face, glasses, entire body, upper body, lower body, shoes. This is something that I was hoping Tekken would do. Separate the shoes from the pants so you can really get creative with what you're trying to do. And that wish has become a reality. They have the normal features that everyone expects. changing the colors, default, standard, you can really customize it. But something that is different, and I don't think Tekken has ever done this, you have an option to basically specify how you want at least headpieces to fit. You can adjust the overall size, the front width, back width, up, down, left, right. You can really position it however you would like. And this is going to add so much more character variety to the game. We only have this image to go off of, but I know players is going to push it to the limit. Another thing that is absolutely huge. We all know about the arcade quest mode. They showed us the tournament aspect. You can walk around, talk with people, spectate, commentators, all this stuff. But after they showed us a little bit more, and in my opinion, this is huge. What we have here is a map. This map has a few different locations. One of the locations is gone. You have another location all the way to the right, which is what I assume is New York City. You have 4 other locations scattered in between. This looks like a GTA 6 map, how big it is. This arcade quest game mode really is bigger than what the trailer leads us to believe. We only saw a sliver of it in the trailer. You will be able to navigate, run around all of this. Tekken 8 is doing something incredibly ambitious with this game mode, and I would say they're pushing it way farther than Street Fighter 6 has. Now, how this mode will actually turn out is unknown, because a lot of people are criticizing, I call it the Mii characters, the Wii U, Xbox 360. Some people think it looks silly, some people think it doesn't fit the environment of Tekken. It seems like this is the character you'll be running around with as you're completing all of these quests. Me personally, I don't think that aspect of it matters. What I think matters, especially after experiencing what Street Fighter 6 had to offer with their World Tour, whatever mode, I just hope that the quests in here are actually beneficial, not just to casuals or new players, or maybe this acts as a training mode, but I hope this is something that hardcore players can play for a very, very long time. I hope they scatter Easter eggs all throughout. Maybe this character's location, that character location. This map is massive, and I hope they pack it with a lot of detail, a lot of things to do, a lot of things to have fun and experience with. And another thing too that I haven't really seen people talking about, but I think it's worth mentioning. I hope this can be done in multiplayer. Solo, of course, but Street Fighter, I feel like World Tour would be so much better if you were able to do it in a team effort kind of way. I don't know when or if we'll get more looks at a lot of this stuff. Tekken 8 has so much stuff here. Customization, the story, we know very little about. More characters needs to be announced. You have the arcade quest. This is the most ambitious Tekken ever made. They are going above